Jaje wase, this is Jake on the mic.
Bazenga mwenyewe.
And
Mr Anon joining you today.
Today is the day.
Today is the day.
Leo ni leo, msema ukweli ni mu? Finish. Ni muongo. What's up with you? Who are you? Sawa, leo ni leo guys. We finally have the person you've all been waiting for.
Episode 10 is here and our special guest is also here.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, would you want to do the honors of introducing him or should he do the honors of introducing himself?
I feel like you should introduce yourself.
Well, obviously no names today. But you guys know me very well. We've done some things together.
Yes, a lot of things.
Both professionally and personally.
Yes.
Obviously I'm here in Kenya. I think it's very hard to hide, but you can see I'm a Mzungu here, so
they can see the hands.
Yeah. So, and I think I'll go just that far introducing myself. No details.
You see, that's why he needed to introduce himself.
I know.
I didn't want to say too much, you guys.
And then you give him away.
When Ruto comes for, when Kasongo comes for us, he might also come for him, and they don't want that.
I'm not involved in that.
You already washed your hands. But sawa, it is what it is, guys. So how are you guys? Let's start with you, and then we'll go to our guest. How are you? How are you doing?
First of all, how should we refer to our guest as?
Mr Anon.
Mr. Anon.
Okay, Mr. Anon.
Mr. Anon. Am I right? Okay, sorry guys, it broke off again. You can continue.
It's the norm now.
Yeah, you understand. Oh, not sorry. You guys, if you don't understand, just get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. So what do you want us to do? So in the left?
Yeah, so this guy calls me at 5 in the arm, you guy, to check on, just because he didn't want to read his emails or follow instructions. But anyway, it's life. It's the life we chose.
And it's Kenyans, man.
Yeah, so we just push on. Mental health is just there. Then today we came to Liamua for lunch. We will eat like kings, you guys.
The kings, yeah. I wish we would have brought something for Mr. I don't think he would have eaten that thing.
Meaning?
We ate fish, we ate stir fries.
Yeah. Why? These guys are not sponsoring. Why are you mentioning them on the channel?
See, I want to chomea them and say how shit the chili was today. These guys actually they ruined that shit.
Boss, I've had matumbo, man.
What about tofu?
No. Tofu?
Tofu, no, it's just soup.
Just
bone soup.
Bone soup?
Yeah.
I don't think I've had that.
I think it's a gig. Do you know somewhere halal we can take him to go and eat?
You guys go. I'll not eat that shit from the streets. Nah.
No, see, we go to a nice place.
For soup?
Yeah, they
I know good joints.
So we'll take him. We need to Africanize this.
Let that chums come in. You
Yeah, we need to Africanize this guy. Apart from that, we've ate lunch. That's where you were?
Yeah, I ate lunch and then had some errands to run before shooting this pod. So it's Thursday today, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Thursday.
At around what? 5 p.m.
Yeah.
We are slaving for these guys over here.
We did not sleep yesterday. This was time we could have been sleeping, but look what. But we are not complaining. Just sponsor us, guys. We sponsor a needy child in Africa. So
Wake up, table.
Yeah, we'll put it down there.
We'll put that table over there.
Play on the ground, guys. You know we are humble men. So continue.
Yeah, so here we are.
So
back to
him.
Mr. Anon.
I think I should start first because I've remembered something I told you that time. You guys blocked me yesterday. You and that guy we were in that meeting with.
What's wrong with you?
Yesterday, you guys, you know, you told me we were only coming into that meeting. I was only coming in for only 30 minutes, and then Mama is already there. I've marinated her. She's okay. She's just waiting for me to come. And then guess what, Abdul? Jekona, just go and check those ranges. Kidogo is 1 a.m. You guys. I slept with blue balls because of you guys. Get the Sakara here, man. No. We will revisit that, Abdul.
See, that's what you did today to me, you guys.
I think that's what?
You've paid back.
What did I do to you back?
There was an intern who was supposed to come and sit outside here, but
No, see, she will.
ah,
She will, don't worry. We'll take care of her maneno. So you know, hakuna maneno ya bure hii dunia.
sawa, we shall see.
But okay, let's stop joking about that one.
Oh.
They'll come for us. They'll come for us.
Yeah, so
So I think, Mr. Anon, tell us, how have you been? We normally ask, how's your mental health?
Mental health, I think mental health is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just obviously keeping on the hustle.
Definitely.
But yeah, overall can't complain. Things have been pretty decent.
Wow.
But then again, I like to stay positive. So
Yeah,
if you don't stay positive, you're not going to get anywhere.
exactly. Exactly.
I know.
I like the way you normally are positive. Sorry.
yeah,
I like that.
the way
Not like this.
we have
nigga over here.
this nigga.
This
Come on,
nigga.
dude.
Don't even get me started. So you were saying?
Mr. Anon has been watching the pod, so he knows who is negative on this podcast.
So,
You know, we know his line. He starts off with, "Hey, this week has been kuni." Bunch of negativity in that ish, man.
Play on the ground. See, I told this guy that I would stop being negative.
When last episode?
See, it was 3 episodes. It was episode 3, you
That's
guys.
fine. That's
But is it working?
Yeah, it is. Mr. Anon.
Hey, you the guys that invited me here. Be ready for it. Huh?
No, it's okay. And that's why we invited you for this kind of banter. So, you've tried to remain positive and apart from that, how's life? How are the kids? How is everything?
Yeah, everything's good. No complaints. Can't complain about personal life. Just trying to keep it stable, you know. I mean, as you guys know, my main focus is just to keep business rolling. So that's kind of my goal for the next 10 years or so, is just to focus on building myself.
Exactly. We normally say the enemy is poverty na goal ni kuomoka. They told you about the kuomoka thing.
I think so. Did you? It was
It's shame. Kuomoka yani it's
leaving the block.
living the block. I wanted to say that. Living the block yani living life. Anyway, you get it.
Leaving poverty behind.
You know, I'm trying to direct translate from Kiswahili, you guys. And it's
close
hard.
enough. Close enough.
Yeah. But yeah, goal ni kuomoka. That's good. That's good. I think I can say about me.
Yes.
I think my mental health has just been mentoring. Yeah, I'm just trying to survive, trying to be positive, just like Anon has said. You see, I'm positive, you guys. Why were you
No, it's
putting
fine. It's fine. Just continue. We will see who will bring negativity sometime down the line. The pod has another hour to go, so
As they say, haters gonna hate, man.
Yeah, it's true. Haters gonna hate.
okay, it's fine.
So I was saying, I've not been sleeping, but we'll sleep when we get to heaven, I think. Because
Will you?
get to heaven or sleep?
The bigger question is there a heaven?
This guy is going down a rabbit hole.
Damn, and I would want us to talk about that.
Like you guys know me well enough. That's not a conversation to have with me.
I would want to record what you normally say about that, because you told me, we talked about this sometime when we were driving to, I think, Kitengela or something. You blew my mind. I don't know whether I was high that day or nini.
You're high 24/7. Are you
Fuck
saying?
you. Get the fuck out. Why are you destroying my name here? Now what will my parents think of when they watch this thing?
It's already disgraced.
They're gonna come check your eyes. They're gonna check your eyes.
I'll have to buy those side notes, you guys. But Nisawa, I remember that time. But okay, let's save that to the last part.
So-
Let's save it. Yeah, we'll rest then when we die. Let me say that. That's fair enough.
You've been good.
Yeah, I've been good. Yeah, I've been good. My mental health imekuwa sawa. We are continuing well with mama. Work is working. Yeah, same old.
And life
same
is
old.
moving.
Life is lifing. But I feel like, I told you, I feel like I'm not moving I'm not seeing the kind of progress I had hoped to see in my life by the age that I am in. And it's this. I tend to feel that these are just pressures that I put on myself, but it doesn't take away from the fact that I thought I would be a millionaire at 18.
Oh,
I thought that was
in Kasongo's government?
No, it wasn't Kasongo's government when I was 18. It was
Same shit,
Kibaki's, man. But anyway, yeah. But I feel like I'm well. I'm just trying to change my life. Like I said the other day, I told this guy this year I want to run a marathon, and this year, and then next couple of years, I don't know.
What, marathons?
Yeah. I want to see how it goes. But anyway, no.
Well, look, if you want to retire a millionaire, doing marathons is not going to cut it.
It's for fun. Why are you telling
What
me
you should be doing for fun is making money.
But money doesn't like to be made by me.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, you see, Ningumu. I don't know whether you should send him that meme of Pastor Nganga saying Nigumu.
What was Gumu for him?
No, he was just saying sometimes life the way it's hard.
Oh,
So he was saying Gumu until he almost cried. Oi Mungu ni Gumu.
Wow.
It's a funny one. So it's tough, but I think I'm just running for health purposes. I think
He's running away from his problems.
running away.
Wait, that was my joke.
No, I'm running away.
Too slow.
Good job.
I'm trying to run away from poverty though. But apart from that, I think I'm good. I think I'm talking too much.
Are you practicing to be a mwizi?
Oh.
Let me tell you what people normally told me when I was in high school. You are Kisii and you are Kale. Kalenjins are known for running marathons. Wakisii are known for running at night. So it's like a cave for me. So yeah, it's in my blood. Kipchoge, it's called Eliud. Kipchoge's blood is coursing through my veins right now. In fact, my uncle.
No, but seriously, it's good that you're running for your health. It's good to keep fit.
You guys, by the way, I noticed you normally have flat feet. Yes, you do. I knew a person who could. I was in campus with a person who couldn't even run straight for 10 meters without falling down. You're like that.
No, me, I can run, you guys.
I've never seen you running.
Why will I run?
When you run like a girl.
You are running away from poverty. Who said I'm...
Okay, so I was just throwing a shot at you. Play on the ground. Sorry, Basi. You didn't land.
Choose your words wisely.
It's okay. So I think we can get right into it.
Before we get right into it, I think today we have a different set. Obviously, we have a guest on the show. We have a flag behind us. This symbolizes, it's obviously June.
Exactly.
Next week is the 25th.
Exactly.
We'll be on the ground celebrating Juneteenth.
Kabisa.
Hey, you guys on the ground.
Us black people. Us black Kenyans.
We'll be on the ground celebrating Juneteenth. It's a public holiday for the country.
Yeah.
I don't think public holidays and holidays apply to me that much, but or to our field that much. But so we'll be on the ground.
Yeah.
Celebrating 1 year of
getting into parliament.
Or celebrating the heroes that fell on
But I think
June
that's
25th.
a better, that's a better way to look at it.
And then since we're on that topic today, we also have protests because of the death of
What was his name?
Albert Kajwang.
Ojwang. Kajwang is a politician.
Albert Kajwang.
Kwanza, you guy, you know that Ojwang guy. You heard about what happened to him?
Yeah, of course.
See that? I think that's a topic we'll discuss about.
Okay, so
That circulated the news properly.
Yeah. So that's another reason. Also, we have the flag up.
Yeah.
And then how I would like to ask our guest, how did he like his gift for today?
Yeah, by the way, we promised him a gift live on set.
See, this is the gift, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Safi, man. It's good.
It's good.
Small
Very
Safi.
good. Thank you. Thank
And I
you.
think the gift will only be for the first guest. So the
Yeah,
other guests to come.
Thanks for coming, guys. That's what we can do. We appreciate you.
Yeah. And I think, however, we are an underground podcast, but at least we've tried to bring something for our guest, even though he might consume or not consume it.
You know this proper drink.
Yeah, we are starting somewhere, you guy. What's wrong? We are
I
starting
won't do that.
somewhere.
This
You guys are trying. You guys are trying.
20 subscribers, what do you expect?
22. It's 22, you guys.
It's fine, all the two counts.
Next time.
Yeah, so I think so far so good.
I agree. I
Right?
agree. By the way, we are very excited to have you here, Mr.
Yeah,
Anon.
there's a lot of stuff we'll be discussing.
Yes.
And hope you are okay. There are things that if you don't want to talk about, you can sideline yourself. But
No, he's already washed his hands. When Kasongo comes, you won't even know him. He'll come for us directly.
right, so I think
We can
unless you or Mr. Anon have anything to add on, we can start off the show.
I want us to start with current events because we had already mentioned it. Let's talk about Mr. Ojok. I wanted to ask you, Mr. Anon, do you know any, apart from the president and the deputy, do you know any other politician's name in Kenya?
They keep changing so quickly, man.
No, they don't. they are the same all through.
I mean, I know about Kalonzo.
Watermelon nigga.
Obviously, our good friend Odinga.
You're a good friend. Perhaps you are the...
Yo, good, good.
Being sarcastic here. No, I don't really. I mean, there was there's obviously Sonko as well.
Yeah.
But I don't know like the other guys so well.
Okay. No, and do you think if you would have a chance to vote, you'd vote?
No, I don't want to vote. I want to run for presidency.
Damn, Anon for president, you guy. You normally say you're like Elon Musk.
Elon, yeah.
The Elon Musk of Kenya.
But he hates Elon, from what I know.
That's a conversation we have here.
Exactly.
It's gonna be juicy. I want to hear your views about that South African nigga. Sour. Let's start with current events. You've told us you heard of the Ojwang issue. I wanted us to talk about, I think you can begin. What do you think about that?
From what I know, or what I read was that he made some publication about the DIG, and then the DIG was ordered whatever.
Something internal general, deputy internal
Director
general.
of International General.
No, it's something to do with security or
Deputy
shit.
engineer. Okay, sorry. Just continue.
whatever he is.
Wherever.
So he ordered his abduction from all the way from Migori.
Migori.
all
So
the
he
way
was
to
in
Nairobi.
Migori.
Yeah, he was in Migori. And I believe, and since Mr. Anon is also a tech guy, he'll be able to shed some light on that. The only way that they could have gotten his location is through his SIM, from what I understand, or GPS or stuff like that. Right? And 99, or rather most people are Safaricom users.
Yeah, all of us.
So indirectly it means Safaricom is like
Selling us out from the
without
beginning.
any warrant from
Lazima.
right?
It's not even legal. It's
Yeah.
not like they've gone to court and come with a warrant,
warrant
for
to
that.
get his location or anything. So Safaricom, high chance they sold him out. He was abducted from Migori, brought all the way down to Nairobi. It's not like there are no police stations in
All the
Migori.
way along
There are
the
no
road.
courts along the way or stuff like that. So he was brought down all the way to Nairobi, booked into Central.
Under that one in CBD, is it in CBD?
CBD, yeah.
Central Police Station.
And then he met his fate over there. And that's the end of it. And now, I think it was in Sudan. Where was it one small girl who sparked an entire revolution? Or was it Tunisia? I don't know, something of that sort.
Could it
Because I
have
think-
been Egypt? Your motherland?
I don't know where exactly, but one of those countries where
But I think it was a Middle Eastern country.
I doubt if it's Middle Eastern, it was African. Where I think she went to buy bread or something, and she couldn't afford it or something.
And she was killed.
She pandered the pickup and she started crying, and that thing just sparked a revolution.
God damn, we'll have to look for that story.
Yeah. So I think you might have heard of something.
Yeah, but it sounds a bit familiar. Mr.
Yeah.
Anon, have you ever heard that?
I haven't heard of this particular story, no, but
Sounds familiar.
but there's other ones, obviously, like what was it, Sri Lanka? They overthrew the government straight up.
I remember they went into their state house.
Yeah.
I remember.
There's been, I think there was even somewhere in North Africa. Wasn't Morocco or something?
Could it be the guys from our nigger?
Burkina Faso.
Yeah, Burkinabes.
No, I don't
A
know.
shout out to that guy. I think we give him a shout out on every episode.
Do you know Traore?
No.
You've not heard of the story of Burkina Faso?
Traore.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, they overthrew the government. He was what? An army general?
Oh no, wait, it's that guy that's circulating on the news, the young military guy.
Our nigger, our real
That guy, he's stepping on people's toes. International relations are not gonna like him.
They don't already.
They already don't. They've tried assassinating him 18 times.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
But I feel like that is the frontier. That's the next frontier of Africa in terms of us being able to manage our own resources without there being interference from either the west or the east. And that guy, that's what he's trying to do. So that's why we call him our G, because that guy has 18 assassination attempts.
Yeah, imagine.
Now let's go back to this story. So I felt bad. I remember about that story. I felt bad that they had the audacity to kill him inside that police station.
But that's how it is. You see, nowadays it's like they can just get you anywhere and assassinate you and kill you and abduct you and do whatever they want with you. There is nothing under this regime. It's like
See, even Nyayo house basement.
Yeah, but with Nyayo house, did they used to kill?
They definitely tortured.
Yeah, torturing was there because our friend Raila was really eaten by termites there. I think that's why he normally likes to sleep a lot, because what he went through that place. But so I feel, by the way, you are a bit older than us, and you've been in Kenya all through.
for a good time. Yeah.
For a good time. I think he was still around when Kenyatta was Kenyatta the father.
I think so. I was.
Really?
Yeah, I think I was. I mean, what? It was 2002.
No, that is Kibaki. I'm talking
Did I
about.
I came in Kibaki's time.
Yes, when
Kibaki
he was.
was 202.
Yes,
No,
Rainbow
I'm pretty sure.
Coalition. Because 202, 207.
2007 was post-election,
Yes,
obviously.
that was his second term. He refused to.
Ah, so
Yes,
okay,
yes,
okay.
202. Yes. So you came. So you.
I think I came a year after he was
He was
elected.
inaugurated.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've seen, then maybe perhaps you didn't see Moi's regime in Kenya.
I didn't see Moi's regime, but I saw the damage it left behind.
I don't know. I don't know where our country is going to. I don't know how it's going to be, because I feel like we are heading back there.
I think it's actually worse.
Really?
Yeah, because you see, at least Moi, he was just a blatant thug, man. That guy, he just took what he wanted, he did what he wanted, and everybody loved him. It was like, but times have changed.
The Moi,
Yeah, times have changed.
Baba Moi, yeah.
And now with the current state of affairs, it's like, Kenyans are smarter now.
But
And I've seen, even in my time here, I've seen, like, when I came here, there was definitely like a poverty gap in Kenya.
Yes.
There was like Mazungus, there was like Windis, then there was like middle to low Africans, and then just fucking Wananchi.
Jack on the Mike's family.
Jake on the Mike's family.
So, but now I've seen over the years, like, there's a big populace of like middle class Kenyans now, and those middle class Kenyans are driving the economy,
Straight up.
and they don't want this shit, man.
Totally. And you see, the worst thing is that the people who are hurting, some of the people who stand to suffer the most are the middle class.
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, the guys that are just kawaida up there, you know, I'm not going to say Kibera. That's a bit destry. Let's say maybe Kangemi.
Why is this guy doing this to a nigga? Why is this guy doing this to a nigga?
I've been to Kangemi, Ati trenches. Have you been to trenches?
I think I have. Even Kawangware.
Even Kawangware. So like I think for them it's becoming more difficult because it comes down to, you know, the first thing that the populace complains about is ugali, price of ugali. Wow. It's a staple diet here.
Yes.
This is what Kenyans eat.
Yes.
So when the price of ugali goes up, you already see the pressure. There's more muizis, guys are looking for jobs, unemployment goes higher.
Yeah.
Obviously people are not paying more. So that already creates a bit of like a
sorry guys.
That already creates like, you know, this unsettling environment. But now when things start getting even worse, when now taxes this high,
and you know he's introducing taxes to everything.
Imagine.
Even ugali, bread. You know they never used to tax bread, and bread is what the common one.
See, even mayai.
God damn. It will reach a time will be like the US. A tray goes for like 2 G's. A tray of eggs. It's very possible.
But yeah, so now this is slowly having an impact on the middle class Kenyans, and they're just getting tired. They're literally tired. Kenyans are tired.
That's not a lie. I feel like where we are right now, there's no person I found there was another time he went to open what. The guys that have been paid, you know, he normally pays those crowds like 500 everyone who comes.
You mean like with the wheelbarrow, Amma?
No, no. They come, they hire cars for them. They come, they attend the event that he's in, and then afterwards they are given 500.
Oh, okay.
Is it afterwards or before?
I think it's before.
It's before. So I saw even the guys that are paid to do that have started jeering him. They are jeering him outright. You remember the other day when we were up there in the kitchen, CG who was listening, and then you came down. I saw that video and I saw clearly that guys are very tired.
See, look what happened last year. All those riots happened. Exactly. They got those guys, those thugs. Even those thugs turned on them.
Exactly. I remember because you know the funny thing about corruption in Kenya, the guys are very corrupt. I remember that time. The guys were told, the Montatu guys were told, were given like 50% of the full amount, like 500, and then 500 afterwards. The guy who was given money to give them, he paid with the money.
He just lingered, man. He just lingered.
That's corruption on another level. But I feel, okay, Sawa, now that we are talking about it, do you really think that he's going to come back after 2027? I want to hear your perspective as someone who's not in tune with grassroots, with machinani.
I mean, it's really a 50-50. If he keeps going, if he's as greedy as he is right now, yeah, he's going to try again.
For sure.
But now the voting is where the bigger question comes. Like, are those votes going to be rigged? Kawaida, like always? Huh?
That's Kenya's way of doing things. That's what we take pride in.
I think on that topic, he appointed IEBC chairman.
Yeah.
I think 2 days ago.
Yeah.
And the court had stopped him from doing that.
Yeah.
There was a court order that had stopped him from appointing an IEBC chairman. And he is appointed an IEBC chairman of his choice.
Yeah, you see?
So now how is that like?
Is that Ahmed nigga?
No, it's some guy called Ethicon.
Ethicon?
Ethical?
He's called Ethicon, but I doubt if he'll be ethical.
I see what you did.
That's why I was asking. I was like, really?
It's called Ethicon.
Ethicon Otieno. It must be Otieno.
I don't know what's his name, but it's something.
Be someone from the lake basin.
You see, the Ethicon part got me most because of the ethical association.
Is it really ethical? But
so yeah, he appointed someone, and I don't know. That's the bitter truth. Right? I don't want to accept it, but it's the same way the way I told you about PSG and Real. That it's the bitter truth. If PSG win, then Mbappe's curse is on us.
Yes, you'll never win Champions League.
And I think that's the bitter truth, and
Yeah.
we've come to face it. And it's the same thing that applies to this also.
Yeah. For sure, I know he's going to rig. It's common knowledge. It's common. I don't know how. There are some things I don't want to say here. I was telling to that guy up there, I don't want to say here because they'll come for me. But I think it will reach a point in time where Kenyans will start trying to turn into martyrs and sort of terrorists.
I don't know. Martyrs, maybe. I don't know about terrorists.
Not against people, but against the government. Someone might go with Kwanzaa, if they pass this finance bill. So have you gone through that finance bill by any chance?
I have not seen this one that they're trying to. It's today.
Yeah.
No, I haven't
June
seen this. I
20.
mean, the only thing I saw was that they were allocating like 150 million to basically stalking Kenyans.
Exactly, there was that application that they wanted to
Yeah,
get.
that shit's really pissed me off. I was like, you guys already have enough of your fingers in SAFCOM and data and what, and now you want to blatantly start tracking people like that. That's a dictatorship, man. That's telling your public what they should say. And if they try to say something, you silence them. What is that?
But that's what's happening right now also.
I know. Even last year, this is why it's all happening all again now.
Yes. So, and there are some things like, what was there in the finance bill? Can you remember some things?
I think that's also a topic that we'll go into.
Yeah.
But we were discussing about the Albert Ojwang thing.
Yeah.
And I think
Suicide.
you said your view. And what does Mr. Anon think about
What
it?
do you think about the Ojwang nigger thing?
I mean, even the doctors that did the post-mortem, what do they call them?
Pathologist.
Pathologists,
yeah.
Even they said this is not suicide. Straight up, they ruled it out.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Suicide, yeah.
How will you willingly go hit your head a couple of times on the wall, really?
And the thing with hitting your head is you'll eventually get a concussion and blackout.
And
Yeah, exactly.
you won't die.
Yeah. Or unless you fracture something,
Exactly.
internal bleeding or
Before
whatever.
you even get there.
But I think they said they even noticed like choke marks and stuff. There was a whole bunch of other things in the post-mortem that they said this doesn't add up. And it wasn't one guy. They got multiple pathologists to check
The
into.
other thing was also that the CCTV footage was
Altered.
there was no CCTV, like on that specific day there was no CCTV footage.
Kabisa.
They altered
You
it.
don't need to be a rocket scientist here now.
That's not something. But you know the thing about it, and it makes me feel so sad. I didn't know that it had reached a place where they are killing us even inside police stations. You know, guys used to say, "Nipeleke police station, take me to the police station, don't abduct me." Kumbe the police station is not safe anymore.
Because also, from what I remember, back in the day when I used to go to Isli or something, you know, when a thug used to get caught, he always used to shout that, "Let the police come and take me."
Yeah, because of mob justice.
Yeah. So now even you're not even safe in the hands of the
In
police.
the hands of the police.
And their slogan is like utumishi kwa wote,
Forward.
but you're not even safe in their hands. So now what do you do? Where do you run?
It makes me so. What I was saying about the Kasongo nigga hit was that he has slowly eroded our systems to a point of by the time we get it back to what it was when he was coming in is a journey in itself. This even taking away the fact of us being better, because even things like you saw he introduced expiry dates to IDs.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, apparently.
It was not, what is it called? Not Huduma number.
No, it's not Huduma.
Yeah, Duma was a scam, man.
It was something, there was another name for it that they were using. Because a cousin of mine got the ID and his was expiring 2032.
How does that make sense?
It's a bit sudden. I mean, I don't see a problem with an expiring ID for 10 years. At least you're forcing your citizens to kind of renew their, presence.
But
So I don't see a complete issue with that.
2G, isn't it?
Yeah, but you see, the first thing is that you're not an alien in this country. Right? You've come here and you are a citizen of this country. Why do you need to renew your ID? Okay, renewing your driving license is something else. Renewing your insurance is something else. But something that's
your identity
binding you
document.
to your country.
It's like telling someone to renew their birth certificate.
How
Yeah,
does
but
that
you know, even in Kenya, we know like we have the Somali shifters, we have Nigerians, Sudanese. These guys come in chini, they pay money and then they get IDs.
Yeah, but don't you think once he gets his ID, it's already in the system? So for him, renewing is not a
It's
problem.
not a problem.
I mean, you see, the thing is, once you get a permanent ID, unless you now like you put out, you like issue a manhunt on someone, that guy he'll just be around. But if you're forced to come back and renew, by the time you get into that office where you have to renew, if you flagged, where are you gonna run?
No, I get your perspective of renewing. My problem was I didn't get why we needed to renew, and now I get it a bit better. But what really pissed me off was that we were supposed to pay 2,000 to renew. I was asking myself for a common. I don't know, come on, 2,000.
Yeah, no, you see, that's
5,000.
unfair. That's unfair.
For a common mwananchi, a person who survives on 200 a day.
You see,
How
that's
do you?
not possible.
It really sucks. And then I heard the other day that guys from Mjengo, I was being told by an Uber driver who was carrying me. Guys who normally do these constructions, quickly they are paid only 300 shillings.
Isn't that illegal? Isn't there like minimum wage or something?
In Kenya, minimum wage. There is no minimum wage. Because the money, I remember when I was a child, it was 500 shillings.
What,
And
per
then,
day?
Per day. That is carrying those stones and those cement. And when I grew up a bit, it came to 700, especially if you're working in these high rises. You can die any time, so you're given 700. But right now, it's all the way down to 300 shillings.
Watch out. I don't know it got that bad, but okay.
I'm imagining that as a man. I have a wife and kids at home, and all I have to bring for them that day is 300 shillings. They have to eat. They have to eat. I have to take them to school. I have to buy them clothes, blah, blah, blah. It's definitely hard. I don't know. But now I think we digress to I'm seeing Abdul, that nigga who I don't even know, is trying to call me. But now, let's go to the next one. I feel like we don't have any other current events. You had the story about Boni just will Sema Juju. Do you had the story about it's called Boniface Mwangi?
Yeah.
You had
No, which one is this?
some activist who went to Tanzania to the Kenyan activist, very popular, went to Tanzania to go and see a court case, and he ended up molested by the government of Tanzania.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. Yeah. I didn't hear the full story, but I heard he went there, and then there was some issues that happened, and the guy was detained and what?
Yeah, and they inserted fingers inside his asshole.
Well, so they say, but
He wasn't able to walk after he came. He was being rolled by a wheelchair. But those Tanzanians are motherfuckers. Would you go to live in TZ?
yeah, absolutely.
Why?
Honestly, I think TZ is probably a better option than Kenya right now.
Oh, because of the volatility.
Yeah, just business, people,
So I think
politics.
you see, he's in that age of looking for business, and even if shit is not good, he'll try and make it out there and try and work with what's there. But for us, we are at an age that we want good governance for ourselves also.
It makes sense. You guys are the future, so...
Because in TZ, you can't speak. It's even worse than Kenya.
Yeah, I know.
We can't
yeah,
have a
it's,
podcast the way we are having. Hey, Mama Mia will come and fuck us in the ass.
Fingers.
Fingers. Up there where the sun don't shine. But hey, watch it. And I think why TZ would be a better option, and I get you, is because you see, in TZ, guys, there's the status quo of things are the way they are. I think the problem with us Kenyans is we are not taking it lying down. Yeah, we are fighting till the
And then
end.
I think the business Mr. Anon is in, TZ is still very far. So if he steps into TZ, it's still a very
Lots of
like a niche
opportunity.
market for him. He can easily tackle quite a number of big businesses in TZ also.
Well, but we've worked with those guys before. We had some clients there. Those guys are sumbuas. They are sumbuas.
And they're slow as well. man.
I hate working with those niggas, man.
But you've seen how Mr. Anon handles his business, right?
No, yeah, he's a bull shark.
You see, so when he says He'll entertain you, but when it comes to
Doing the work.
when shit hits the fan,
Hey,
he'll lay down the hammer and get it done.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I think it might work out. It might work out for him.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? Would you?
I mean, I have connects there as well. You see, so that's. I mean, my years in Kenya, I've built connections. I can navigate my way around. So, and those connections extend into UG, Rwanda,
So even
Tanzania.
UG, you can go into between UG and TZ.
I do like UG. I just don't like the traffic.
I've never.
Traffic in Kampala is like really fucked up.
This is nothing which we normally see out here.
I see now we have expressway. Mombasa Road is a joke now.
for
You get caught on Mombasa Road, you deserve it.
Yes.
Just use the expressway.
But unless you're pandering a matatu, so you deserve it.
Then you deserve it even more.
Telling me I deserve it. He's not telling me nicely. But sawa, and yeah, kwanza that Mombasa Road, yeah, you're right about that.
But I've been stuck on Mombasa. Kitambo, when there was no expressway, I've been stuck on that road. 3-4 hours.
I know, easily. I remember
it's
the
bad.
way I used to hate coming at just 2-3 years ago, coming from industrial area, coming to Westlands. I used to dread because
bad,
there's
man.
that Bunyala Road, there's that Uhuru Highway, and then you hit here with you'll stay 3 hours. Clean.
Easy.
Clean.
Easy. Even on Gong Road is bad as well.
Yeah, even Gong Road. And even that Barabara for Rongai. But I had, you have ever been to Rongai?
Of course, yeah. Uflangata, the one.
Yes.
Yeah, plenty times.
This guy
times.
went just the other day.
Even that road is buyer, man. You
Hey,
get
but they've
stuck
expanded
there.
it apparently.
I was there pretty recently at that. I didn't see it expanded.
No, it's not Palembele. You see, just before you get to MMU, that Kamulima that goes like this, just before MMU.
All they expanded really was that Langata Road just there by
Yes.
Nini. What's that shopping center called again?
Galleria.
Galleria. They've now worked at that big roundabout. Then now, just as you enter onto the end of Langata Road, there's now the like highway and whatever.
Yes.
So that's about the most that I've seen there. But when I entered and I went out to Rongai, I didn't see much of a change. I see there's something happening,
Yeah, but
there's no actual roads.
there's no actual.
So now I was wondering, if you don't mind me asking, what would take you to Rongai?
I went to Kitengela glass factory.
Oh, okay.
I know that place down. It's in Masai Lodge.
Yeah, I even have a friend there. He has he has like a lodge there, basically.
Yeah, there are a lot of white people there. I can vouch for. All white people know each other.
See, even Rolf Schmidt's place is out there.
Yeah,
I've been there before as well. It's a nice
know.
place. It's actually
I
okay.
think I've also gone there because but I didn't have money. So
There's even David Sheldrick's, the elephant orphanage.
it's after you enter that Masai Lodge and you go straight ahead.
Yeah, somewhere there, yeah.
See, I told you I was in campus there.
Oh,
Africa Nazarene. So that whole area is my alma mater.
hood.
Yeah, my hood. But that place is the ghetto. Hey.
Dude, that place is...
Yeah, it's the ghetto. But sour. We were talking about TZ. I think I've seen June 25th. Did we talk about it before?
No, we just mentioned it overall.
Yeah.
Juju. What's your take on June 25th?
Yeah.
I wasn't around last year. Unfortunately, I was out the country.
By the way, it
You
was
weren't
that
around?
time it was in India.
See, I was... it was when the new one arrived.
Oh.
I even missed meeting up with you.
Yeah, sure.
Unfortunately.
Sure.
But...
that was last year, right?
yes.
Okay.
But it was June.
Yeah,
It was June or because your whatever was when?
No, it was even April time.
April. Oh.
Yeah, April, May, June.
Oh, whether you went for like
A long time, yeah. I was gone for a little while. I was stuck there. I even had issues because I was. What was I sorting out? Passports had an issue, and then to renew them and blah blah blah. It was a mess,
By the
man.
way, since you're mentioning India, how is the food over there?
Your alma mater, huh?
Depends where you eat it, because you can get it literally on the road. I mean, eating off the road. I'm just kidding. No, food's pretty decent there. If you go to restaurants and stuff, the food's like actually pretty good.
But you didn't have any food poisoning, nothing like that.
So me, no, I've never had an issue personally, and I have eaten in some pretty dodgy places.
Yeah, I know. Since it hit me that you also mentioned you ate matumbo and you didn't have any issues. So.
No, Matumbo can't. hurt your tumbo though?
No, it depends on you, guy.
It depends how it's
Depends.
prepared.
Have you ever
Yeah.
eaten matumbo?
Me, I'm so sensitive.
Have you ever eaten matumbo?
No, I've not, and I don't want to.
Simba.
But
But
have you ever had tripe?
yes.
Tripe. Haggis.
It's matumbo bado.
No, it's a bit different, but same,
It's
kind of the same category.
You see, when us we ginger or whatever, we all mix all of that in the same thing. So you know, it's different parts of the stomach. There's the large intestine, the small intestine, the alveoli. You know?
There's all types of stuff, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
You
this
see,
is that.
there was a time we went to this guy for some fish in one of these famous joints.
Just here.
This guy devoured the entire fish from head to tail, you guy. The thing that was left on that plate were the bones only. I looked at him like, dude, even the head, the eyes, you guy, he took apart
nice.
that fish like
Wait, who are the ones that eat fish low, Zama?
yeah.
Are you low?
He's not.
My
It
neighbor.
seems like he is.
My neighbor.
I was wondering with this guy, like, how on earth do you eat the eyes and everything? Like,
No,
just
Kwanza,
take
you see
apart
the
thing.
head, when you do like this to it, you just open it.
Come
There's
on,
that kanyama right between the eyes, and then the kamafuta. Oh God.
Look at this
It
guy.
is so nice.
I mean, I'm a fish guy, but I don't eat the eyes, Bana.
Kwanza the eyes, no, but the eyes, you just suck them. You don't necessarily.
Just stop there, just stop there.
That's what you're used to doing, then who are we to say no? If that's how
It
you
was at
roll.
this moment that he knew.
You are setting yourself up
for
here.
failing. But I don't know. You guys don't know how to eat.
It could be
Hey,
something.
what are you talking? Have you had salmon before?
Fish is fish, man.
No.
Omena, everything is just the same.
Omenas, no.
Have you ever eaten omena?
Of course, that's from Pakas, man. I'm just kidding.
Someone who's going to be watching this will be preparing to eat omena. And then start asking, am I a cat? Meow, meow.
But I think with him, he devours everything. It's because where he comes from. You know, from a poverty background,
Yeah, you guys.
everything, the little meat that you get counts as meat you get.
Yeah, but I remember when I was young, it used to be bad. I used to eat one fish like me, my father, and my mother. It's not a big fish. Anyway, it was bad. And that's how I started eating the head.
And they used to eat the rest of the fish.
You've given me deja vu. Is it deja vu? What is it called?
I tell you what's good with the head is you can make like a fish stock.
Yes.
And then you put the bones and the fish head.
Yes.
Then it's good. You can make a nice stock. You put with like rice. They make this what paella.
Paella.
Paella. And then you put the fish stock in there. Then it's good.
You understand what a paella is?
Let's continue.
No, but
What are you saying when you see them in Radisson Blues menu when you visit?
And I go to the project. Anyway, this job has really torn the shamba out of me. Hey, I don't know where I went, and it was the first time I had been the safari collection, you guys. Giraffe manor. I went and lishad those whatevers, those giraffes. I felt like I was a muzungu. I felt myself becoming lighter, you guys.
I was even going to say I'm a Muzungu, but I'm not that type of Muzungu. If you can get into giraffe manor, you've got some pesa, man. You've got money.
I had for them to book a trip for you to book a trip with them. You have to book a couple of months in advance, pay up front, then it's like 1.5 million.
Yeah, dude, I think it's like 70K a night per person or something. It's ridiculous.
Yes, but anyway, it's a good whatever. It's a good experience.
Yeah, it's a good experience.
And when you have money, why not? Why not? Those are the goals we are trying to do.
Not trying, you will do.
Kabisa.
That's something I've always told you guys. Yoda from Star Wars. There's no try. You do or do not.
Yes, you told me that, I remember. You do or you do not. I agree. By the goal ni kuomoka, the enemy is poverty, and we always say poverty is not an option. We do not have the capability.
Poverty does not leave you with dignity.
Hey, poverty has no dignity. But let's talk about June 25th. So we touched on it, Juju. You told us about the way you were not around here.
I was not around here. Apologize, guys. Sorry, we kind of drifted off over there.
I think it happened a lot to us.
But obviously, I was following the news on all the security groups on WhatsApp and whatever it was happening. But that shit that really scared me was, Ati, where's that place where they started shooting kids and whatever?
KICC?
Parliament.
Apana, no,
Parliament Road.
no, there was another place. Githurai. Githurai.
Githurai, yes.
That Githurai stuff, I was like, now, this new government, if this is what they're doing, it's gonna end in flames.
You're right, it sent chills.
Yeah,
Because
that was not cool. Not cool.
I remember that video. Nifungulie, that guy was banging from outside. Nifungulie, alafu the person who's recording is not even showing their face. He's just recording and you can hear. Nifungulie. He's begging for the door to be opened, and then all of a sudden you hear a gunshot and silence.
Yeah, man.
Silence. That shit brought chills.
And you see, that was also, I think, why now they're bringing this 150 million nonsense into the picture of tracking people is because of what happened last year.
Yeah.
That shit on social media,
Yeah.
it was circulating. There was no stopping the Gen Z.
Exactly.
And you saw what happened as well. These Gen Zs, they're not stupid. They started monitoring these guys. They knew the plans they were going on, the vehicles they were driving, where the wives were shopping, where the kids go to school.
See, even the phone numbers were leaked.
All of them. Everything. You can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we elect you motherfuckers to go and represent us, we go and eat our money. We will revisit you guys, 2027. We will revisit.
Let them eat the money, let them cool out, but killing civilians.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
That's where you draw the line. That's where you draw the line.
Exactly. Because all I'm saying is, even if we complained, you know, we were not even going to get into parliament. It was until they shot someone outside. Guys were like, why? But then this guy went into, you saw, he went into parliament.
I showed you the photo.
No.
I was there, man.
Wait,
I was there. I don't fucking care. I'll die as a
Anon
hero.
was here.
I should have.
He stepped inside parliament.
Yeah, big man.
It was a bit of an adrenaline rush for us. It was a bit of a rush for us because what happened is they were firing tear gas. You know where GPO is? So they were firing tear gas from this side, trying to block.
They're trying to make you go around.
So now there's a group of guys that went round. And me, I penyaed with them. So I was with another friend of mine. So that guy was like, let's go. So in that rush, we just went.
Hey.
And then we stepped in and things got wild.
Yeah, of course.
So me, I dashed out. And this guy went inside. He went into the parliament.
Balls of steel, man.
Yeah, this guy went and devoured food from there.
Wallahi.
Yeah.
I remember jokes that time were, the chef for parliament don't put a lot of salt. We are coming to have lunch.
No, but like out of all fairness though, if and this is out to the community if people end up watching this, and this is my personal advice to anybody that's going to protest. Go and protest. That's fine. Go do your protesting. But don't be like KDF during Westgate. Go and cool out things, break things, what. Be responsible protesters, you know? So if you really want change, make it happen. Don't just, go out there and be hooligans.
But the funny thing is that 25th June, there was no looting. Do you remember?
No, there was no looting of the
There was
shops.
no looting, but there was a lot of collateral damage. But they hired thugs, they hired thugs to go break in the shops and make the protesters look bad and whatever.
So the collateral damage, most of it happened inside the
parliament and towards because
see, even on those roads in town, they
while
were breaking,
guys were walking,
things
I
were
remember guys were
broken.
carrying signs. You remember road signs?
Yeah, road sign.
Yeah, but there were even shops that were broken into, Simo shops,
I think shops, the day that, because what had happened, on the same day, I remember we were exiting town, right? And then we saw someone just steal a phone from
a civilian,
yeah. That guy was caught and he was beaten up.
Good.
By these Gen Z
Good.
guys. They worked him a good one.
Mob justice.
I saw that other one. They worked him and then handed him over to the police. And then that guy, he started alikuwa mjanja. He started saying, "Don't arrest me. Why are you arresting me? I'm a Gen Z." Kume is a thief.
So now, when they planned after, I think it was on the 27th, because they rested on the 26th and then said 27th we go back. And that's when mixed. Now 27 they were supposed to go to State House, and that's when there were mixed reactions. Some guys sold out.
some
the
nigga
cause.
called Kahalifu, Cairo.
He sold out to the cause. He's like, don't go. So
You
he's
know, the
now.
government is a protected land. You'll get shot. And guys,
But you know, they wanted to go to airport or something, yeah?
No, State
no,
House.
there was
State
that,
House.
that one was for Adani. I think that one was before June 25th.
Yeah.
Okay.
They wanted to, and I remember guys tried to go, and they did go. It's just that.
So now.
No, I
guys-
think that's not a good idea.
No,
But
I
now
think
guys
it
became
was-
split on the 27th. So what happened? The government deployed their own goons.
Yes.
So when guys got to town, these guys started robbing shops,
Correct,
breaking into
correct.
shops because they were supposed to be paid. And then
Yeah.
at the end of the day,
Mm.
they came out and they started saying that the government has not paid them.
paid them.
Yeah, I was
It's
even
a
watching
kind
that
of-
video.
It was so funny.
So that was on the 27th.
He was
But-
even threatening the cop. He was like, "Where's my money? You brought us here. Where's my money?"
Nimevunja maduka hapa na hujanipea pesa yangu.
So 25th
So
was
funny.
peaceful. I can only say the damage that happened was in the parliament. And what's this place where this Sakaja is?
Sakaja City Council, County City Council.
Yeah, that,
Kanjo.
His office is down there. Iko pale
what
chini.
is it called?
County Assembly.
I don't know what. No, it's not.
Even
County
they
Assembly.
entered the county assembly though.
So, but what I remember is they broke into that place where his office is,
But
the city council office, and they took the furniture from there. So I also have a picture on my phone of one of my friends. He's sitting on a chair and he was like trying to sell that chair. He's telling guys, this chair is 100,000. Because when you're leaving town that day, you see guys carrying chairs, guys carrying
Flags from-
flags, and then guys were carrying also tea leaves.
At the Tilly's.
Yeah, from the parliament. They had stolen from the kitchen of the parliament and stuff.
it was wild. It was wild, and I remember. I think you said they had done it. The airport thing. Guys threatened that they would go to the airport. All the police deployed to the airport, and then guys came to town.
The wise move.
And 3D chase you guy.
Because I think that was because of the Adani.
Yeah,
Adani
and
did.
unajua that's why it all started.
Yeah.
It started by the finance bill,
And
then
then,
kidogo Adani.
Wasn't Adani after?
It was after the finance bill
Yeah.
because we had already started protesting, so we were just looking for anything to protest.
Yeah, you see, that's when guys need to calm down. Don't go look for trouble.
So, but just at this time, I think on June 25th, we might. Okay, don't come for me. I'm not the leader.
Will not be there.
I'm not the leader. I'll be here at work. Don't come for me. But I think guys, will try and hit State House now.
No, I don't know about State House because the way things are, it's the government is already ruthless enough, right? They're killing people inside police stations.
I think what guys need to do is just stop paying tax, man. Just like the whole nation just stops giving money
No,
to the
but you
government.
heard about this. KRA has blacklisted, I think it was 20,000 people.
For not paying tax.
Yeah.
Blacklisted what?
As in, I don't know, they can't sell, they can't, I don't know, stuff like that. They can't sell anything.
Go to the street corner. The same control.
Don't even get me started on those. Those hawkers who put their wares on the barabara.
Those guys have got a tough life, man.
I don't like them, man.
You don't like them?
Kwa sababu they come with a lot of first of all they block the road.
Of course.
Second of all, they come with a lot of kiburi. It's like I'm paying rent for this. The mama was telling me another story of another lady. She was waiting for a month, and then it was another lady who had set up her whatever there. She was standing next to her stand. That lady was, toa hizo matako zako hapo, unaniblokia customer. And I'm like, niambie tu vizuri, just tell me nicely. I felt that lady pissed me off because I kept asking myself, kwani what is the point of talking to someone like that? And you're there.
But you see, you can't say everyone is bad. Because others are literally just trying to make ends meet.
And it's also their lifestyle, you know. That's something I've also noticed in Kenya, like meeting this guy. You know, I can't compare him to like a chokora on the streets, even though I'd like to. No, I'm just kidding.
And I'm just came by.
No, but like seriously, you know, if you like grow up in like Kangemi, in like, you know, trenches, you're gonna be one rough motherfucker, man. Life is tough.
For sure.
And it makes your character hard. It's like you become rude, you know, and you just... and these guys don't learn. They just get beaten.
We normally call it ghetto behavior.
Yeah.
People who don't have etiquette.
Yeah, but you see, it's not their choice. If they grew up in Karen, then they would have those etiquettes.
No, but an asshole is an asshole. You know those guys who have money in their assholes? You know those guys who are poor in their assholes?
But there's also a gray area, you know, because like when now guys get too much money, again they become assholes.
Yeah, and they reveal their true character. Humility was only because of poverty.
It's a bit
No,
of,
listen to what also pisses me off. You know, nowadays I've been getting jam while going home. You know why? Because in Kangemi, the hawkers have come all the way to the road until the service. You see where the matatos are.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I've seen it myself.
It fucking pisses me off because the jam starts almost there in Waruku.
but do you think it's their fault?
Yes and no. I think it's hard being a Kenyan.
Yeah.
I feel it's partially like majority of the blame I'd throw it on the county government. If they could set up like proper stalls in places, you see Kangemi, there's one road that's going like this and the other one. If they only set up vibandas in the center over here, where there's that pavement, and host guys in the center over there,
Exactly.
But you know, there's a whole circle inside there.
it's fine, but it's never enough. You see, everyone is trying to make ends meet. So those guys inside there are trying to make the ends meet. These guys outside here also want to earn a living. So if these guys are placed in a place where, okay, this is your place, you sit and sell. And I think we had this conversation sometime back in regards to Gikomba and how to handle that aspect also. But I don't know. I have a few friends who are hawkers. Not that I hawk with them.
So you're taking it personally. So even right now you're going to look for Katuan.
It hurts me when you talk bad about them.
But anyway, me, I think those are just my views. I wanted to ask you because I asked him the other time. You see the way, okay, you wouldn't know. In Nairobi, Majioni time, a time like this, when it's rush hour, is when those hawkers come. And unajua during the day, the kanjos are...
they're out and about.
They can't be comfortable. But during the day, in the evening, the kanjos are not there. So those guys come in Jakarta. What would you do if you were the governor of Nairobi? How would you handle that situation? Because my main issue is that foot traffic is really impacted. Because now I have to walk with the pace of someone who's in front of me. I have to rub shoulders with this lady who's nukaring jasho here. I'll have to get Homer from this other dude who's in front of me. I feel like, okay, I don't like these people being
So
in
just
my
buy a
personal
car.
bubble.
But there you go, problem solved.
No, but will you go with a car to CBD like some niggas we know?
No,
like
Mr.
some white people we know.
Mr.
Calm down, guys, calm down. Throwing stones at us, he's throwing stones.
No, but will you go to CBD with a car?
What are you
It's
going
hard,
to do
man.
in CBD?
Yeah,
Give me a good reason. What are you going to do in
That's the
CBD?
best question you've asked me today.
What in this day and age can't be delivered from CBD to
But
your
this whole year we've not kanyagad CBD.
Who has gone to CBD?
Some white people. Some white people around.
With this vehicle into
Lutuli. Dude, the matatus were coming so close to me, I even felt my car do this. I was like, Connie, what's happening? I go check my rear light, I see the scratch across there. These guys, man.
You're very brave. Can you do that again?
If you pay me.
to fix his car.
But then you didn't tell us about your car. I heard you were having issues with
Yeah,
it.
it's fine. See, I've come with it today.
Okay.
It was just a small mishap. It was just things happen. Things happen.
You will understand when you buy one.
That feels like it's going to be 2030 because
If you buy one.
we can talk about
The CRSP.
CRSP. Did you see?
CRSP.
What's CSP?
So there's
The current retail selling price that KRA have implemented for the
Yeah.
duty and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we were discussing with him in the last episode. That he was planning to buy a car with a budget of 1 to 1.5.
1 to 1.5. I wanted a second-hand car.
You can pick up some good ones, man. You
No,
can
no,
pick up like
it's-
my car for 1.2.
No, you see, I told him Like for 1.5 now, the only car he'll be able to import is an Alto.
No, import you cannot.
Because of
No,
the taxes.
not even importing, because
But
yeah,
boss, you see, the thing here is,
Mm.
if the prices are going up,
Mm.
like, would you sell your car right now?
if at the end of June,
Oh, you're
the
talking
price-
about this new tax shit that's coming on
Yes,
old vehicles.
Yes.
I mean, I still do want to sell my car because I want a new model of it.
Exactly.
Don't sell it just yet.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
see,
not
the
just
thing,
yet,
The
not
thing
just
is, like, if you had budgeted, let's say 2.5 for the new model of it, right? The new taxes are coming in place. You
It would
will
be
have to
like
pay
now 3.2 or something.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Will you still be in a position to sell yours, knowing that you'll have to put another 700,000 to 800,000 on top of
On
the
top.
budget that you already had?
And that's tax. That's not
I mean,
even.
look, I'm now expecting it because of the shit that's coming with this tax on old
Yeah.
vehicles. I don't like it, but it just means I have to work harder to get that extra few hundred Ks.
Yeah,
This is the
so-
right way to think about it. Yeah.
But you see, he's thinking of it like a Mzungu.
See,
99% of Kenyans would rather stick with their cars and not sell them if they are not giving them issues. So I'd not sell my
Yeah,
car.
if your car's not giving issues, then fine.
Yeah, so I'd rather not sell my car and stick with it instead of selling it and knowing that I'll have to put another 500 Gs on my budget that I've already budgeted for.
I mean, as you guys know, the only reason that I really want to sell my car is like, one, it doesn't have automatic window. Like my car is manual, kabisa. Everything is manual in it.
yeah.
And for the family now, these manual things, like, you know, my kids can't open the windows. Wife can't drive the car because it's not automatic and she likes automatics. So that's the only reason. Otherwise, I'd keep this car forever. I mean, it's a great car.
Yeah, it is. But that's the thing is, I was starting to get afraid of that, because even if I decide to import, so the option was, if I have 1.5 and I decide to import, let's say from Jap, I would have to look for another 500 to 700,000.
Or you come talk to me.
Yeah. or even file for disability also.
Yeah, I told him the best option for you is disability. You get tax exemption.
You know, Mayor, you know that guy. Let me tell you something. One of my legs is longer than the other one. So this guy told me that I could.
Go file for disability.
I can go and file for disability and not pay
I mean, in
tax.
theory, you could.
I think I need to have someone on the inside.
Let's talk.
Say less. Say less. Let me put my tunes together, and then we see. This paying Kasongo shit is hard. But now I want us to go to the juicy part. Did you hear about Trump and Elon?
Of course.
The breakup.
Yeah,
Who was it?
of course, of course.
First of all, tell me why you don't like Elon.
Elon. I don't like him because he has become too cocky. He started off on humble footing, but I think where he's got to now, he's just it's like his mind has left the body. He feels like he's a god. Yeah.
Thank you. I've been seeing that of late.
I mean, I'm not going to say that the things that he's doing is not good. I don't like EV vehicles, but I support the at least initiative to try.
To switch.
I think SpaceX is a great idea.
Most definitely.
As we are humans, and as far as we've evolved into tech, we should be doing space travel. In fact, I'm a bit surprised we're so far behind.
I think
So, and but I think more importantly is him getting entangled with these other rich people like Trump and whatever. I think it was a power play.
Yeah.
And as you guys know, I dabble in some digital assets, mainly cryptos. And I believe that between him and Trump, they definitely did some market runs. They like that Trump coin, for instance, literally a rug pull. They just fucked guys. They just fucked guys.
For sure.
And I think they have an inner circle that's in on it. So I don't like that. That's not. Don't go out there and fuck the world. Like, it's just not right to do. So, but yeah, I think he's just lost it a bit. He's had too much power come to his head.
I hear that he's on a cocktail of drugs, like Adderall, those prescription drugs that make you high.
Probably.
That's why he's acting.
Probably.
Just
Hey, Zechariah, man, what are you talking about?
I saw him do that and I remembered you. But I honestly feel like I don't like him. I used to like him just the same way you're saying. I used to like him. Because I like the idea of making a difference in the world in terms
Yes.
of kwanza that SpaceX and EV shit, they are perfect. But sasa the moment he's trying to control the US economy, not that I care about US, fuck US, but I feel like there was some power play there that he's
Definitely.
doing that. And I heard apparently that he's not a good boss. He's a cock. What an asshole. Yes, he's an asshole.
Dickhead.
He's a dickhead kind of boss. But you want to go and visit your family, they'll still be here after you retire. Hey.
I mean, I think even in that class, like the guys like Jeff Bezos,
all of them are like
maybe not so much Zuckerberg, because he's been kind of chill,
Yeah.
I guess.
robot guy.
But the thing I don't understand about guys on that
Zuckerberg.
level is you have got so much money. Just fucking help the world a bit, man. Like, do you really need that much money?
What even if what can you do with all that money?
You tell me. You buy everything.
Yeah.
You have your yachts, you have your cars, you have your helicopters, you have your mansions.
You have your private
Where's your
jets.
peace of mind? How can you not look at yourself and be like, hey, I have everything. Let me help the world a bit.
Bas.
Like, do you just lose that? Or what? Like, do you just get so much money you don't give a shit anymore? Or do you just want to see the world burn? Like what's wrong with people like that?
I think when it comes to them, especially guys who someone like Trump, I don't know the kind of rich guy he is, but he came from money. But people like Kina Zuckerberg and this Amazon guy,
Bezos.
I feel like they didn't have money before, and in their minds they're saying, I've worked so hard for this money, why should I share with anyone?
I can understand that point of view, but still, you've made that much. What are you trying to prove?
There's only so much you can do. But then, have you ever heard of Elon having a foundation or something of the sort?
I have not, but I know there's the Bill Gates Foundation.
Yeah,
Bill and
fuck that
what's
guy,
his
Bill and Melissa.
Melina? No,
Melissa. Bill and Melissa Gates.
Miranda.
Melinda.
Is it
Melinda.
Melinda or Miranda? Something like that.
Whatever, man. Fuck that guy. I don't like him, by the way.
I mean, he's another dodgy story as well. But at least he's tried, he's actually, I don't know if you guys heard about this whole payout plan that he has going for the next, I think it's like 25 years or something. He's just getting rid of his money. You should check it out. It's actually pretty interesting. Like, it's the only good thing I've seen a rich person do, basically.
I don't know either. Can you give out your money?
Me.
Ndugu Bazenga.
If you have that much.
It depends. You see, for me, I'd feel like in the way the same thing Mr. Anon is saying. Like, help the world. If you have that much money, give back to the community.
Like, who's this guy, Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, he actually tries. He actually
You see
tries.
that guy, I love him. I love him because that guy is very please. No
Why
homo.
are you gay?
No homo. No DD. Fuck you, man.
You love him. Why are you gay?
No, I think he really does a good job.
But what Shoga?
Well, Shoga in Kiswahili means friend.
Like,
A very close friend.
Proper Swahili.
Yeah,
Yeah. But kumbe the guys from
Shantown.
Simtut guys really changed that for us. So I was saying I like what he does because he was saying he spends more money than he makes in terms of making videos, in terms of helping people out, in terms of even doing his businesses, and I really respect that. I feel like I would want to have money and do something like what he's doing.
Definitely.
Complete charity work. He came to Kenya and jengad some nice boreholes pale. Then Kasongo went to open them. Went to cut a ribbon for a borehole. But anyway, sour. I think we're done with Elon. I want us to talk about LA riots. You've had it. I want you to take us through that one.
This, I think it happened after this whole Trump and Elon thing, where there were riots in, I think it's in LA. Guys were robbing shops and all that stuff. That's been going on. So it's now spreading across in the entire states,
Yes.
America.
Yeah.
What, like just thuggery, or you talking about those guys that there's that law? I don't know if it was in Florida or LA where it's not considered petty crime if we steal under $1,000 or something. Did you see that shit as well? You guys never heard of that shit?
No.
So there was a law that was passed that you cannot be criminally accused or arrested if we steal something under a certain amount. I think it was $1,000. So like guys.
Go and steal 900.
And I'm not trying to be racist here, but the majority of the theft, we know what is happening here.
Dark mood.
But you must no, but like honestly, check out the videos. Like just guys are walking into a shop bag and just fucking walk out, and there's the shopkeepers like trying to stop them. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna call security." They're like, "Oh, call security." Sorry.
Call them. These guys normally have weird laws. Because what's that?
Which one?
What's that law that he's stealing under a certain amount?
I don't know.
That's messed up. But the one that was there recently is
the LA riots.
Yeah, I haven't heard of this.
So what is happening is, I saw even Trump sent, they're called
Marines. He sent the Marines actually.
He actually did. I remember when I was
Sent the
watching.
fucking Marines?
Yes, it was
to
that
stop the
bad.
riots.
That's a bit intense.
I think it was, and I wonder why were they actually rioting? It was because Elon and I
think it started after this whole Elon and Trump thing, and
breakup.
it always happens. It's always politically motivated. Most of the times, like even in Kenya, they say that the June 25th, whatever happened, was politically motivated.
Yeah.
It's most of the times it's politically motivated. So I think that's what the main driving force was behind this whole riots. But I think it was yesterday where I saw Elon tweeted, and he said that whatever I said about Trump was a bit too extreme.
It's a bit late now, it's out there.
Imeenda maji yakimwagika yazuleki.
So I don't know. You see, also for him, he's also a genius in his own way.
Yes,
He's also
definitely.
trying to play some cards here and there.
But like when you say genius, you see, this is the interesting part now, because like even Gates, Bezos, Musk, they're all geniuses in their own right, but they're genius businessmen.
Exactly.
This stuff of like SpaceX, Tesla, you think Elon knows how to build a Tesla or build a space rocket?
No, it's a business aspect.
He's a business guy.
So that's also what I'm saying, that he might be thinking of it in that way, that he approaches it by apologizing and saying that he might have gone extreme.
Yeah, but that's political play there.
Exactly. So he knows what he's doing, and that's why I'm saying he's a genius in that aspect.
But how do you know that his PR people didn't come to him and say, hey, by the way, you're going to lose even more stocks on Tesla than you already have?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's very possible. We can just say it like that. It's very possible because at the end of the day, you never overlook anything from these niggas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Under them and Trump, they might have been just doing that for whatever for.
For marketplace,
Yeah,
marketplace.
Exactly. In fact, I'm thinking about him buying Tesla stock when it's falling, and then.
For all we know, maybe that was the whole setup. That they did this thing, they did the market run, they've crushed the markets now because everything's so unstable right now.
I hate that.
Then they had their little fight to make it even more uncertain.
Yeah.
Then now he's saying sorry to now bring confidence that, hey, there's not going to be, political warfare here.
Yeah.
And then now stocks are suddenly going to shoot up, and they've already bought like God knows how many shares.
God damn. But
they were still buying shares when they were arguing with each other.
But isn't that called insider trading?
Yes, of course.
That's
illegal, yes.
In Kenya, by the way, do we have laws against insider trading?
Yes, of course.
Because we have the NSC. But
in fact, they take it pretty seriously with the banks and whatever, or even with NSC stock market. There's you're not allowed to collude with people.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wanted. I've seen a topic I had forgotten to talk to you about. Did you hear that the government is building how much money? A data center in Olkaria.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's
just pull it up.
10 billion, I think, or something like that. I'm a trillion.
It's a very huge amount.
Yeah. Imagine, did you hear that?
You know, I didn't, but it makes me think of those tenders where the pens were like 10,000 bob. It's
But I think it's actually a KPLC project.
oh, interesting.
So what do you think of it? Besides the fact of the
But what are they building the data center for?
At Kenya, we are a growing market of Sijini, you know the bullshit that they put.
There's so many data centers
no,
here.
but what do you think of aside the
Would you
funds?
put your servers there?
Not even that, maybe. Okay, maybe that, yeah. But what confidence do you have when you hear KPLC has a data center?
Not very
50
confident.
billion. It's actually 50 billion.
Kenya
50
shillings?
billion.
Yeah.
Kenya shillings, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, okay. Good
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah.
But it's a geothermal one, right?
Yeah.
It's a geothermal.
It's-
data.
I mean, that's great. The fact that they're trying to run on, you know, clean energy.
But the problem with in
But
Kenya,
we'd have to see what the quality and finish of the actual data center is before we
But you
comment.
see, I've heard of this thing for the past 3 years. There was a time I know when this business here was trying to settle for a data center.
Mm.
And I'd come across this thing that in Naivasha they're opening. Was it Nakuru or Naivasha?
Naivasha,
Interesting.
Yeah, they're opening a geothermal data center.
which is, you know,
And I
Which
think
makes
this-
sense. I mean,
Yeah,
makes
and I
sense.
think our data center here has been going on for like 2 years, right?
3.
2-3 years.
Yeah, 2 to 3.
Yeah. So since then I've been hearing it, but I've not seen anything to do with.
Seeing and hearing are two different. So maybe the thing I have, the beef I have against them is it's a nice idea, but what is going to be the end result?
Yeah, exactly. And this much money as well. It doesn't make sense.
I bet like it only takes them less than 10 billion.
Yeah, easy, easy.
The other money wanagawanya tu
Kula
tu amongst
kula,
themselves.
for sure.
I think 10B is also pushing it a lot.
But then how much is it to build a data center?
I
According
mean,
to
it
the
honestly
request.
depends on the size, but
Let's say
it's-
something like X, because that's a proper one. That's a proper one.
I would have said 10B is probably about close.
God damn, that's a lot of money.
Because I mean, if you think about it, building that building alone is probably going to cost you like a good 150 million, 200 million. Then now your equipment and everything you're looking at another 400 million. So you're looking at close to 1B easy. 1B easy.
Yes.
So you
Yeah.
might as well add buffer.
Yeah,
and just
buffer,
say
but I
10B.
think 10B is also stretching it a lot.
It's stretching it, but that's a safe buffer.
But you see the kinds of amenities that they have there.
I don't think okay. For me, I feel even 5B is going to be a state of the art.
Definitely.
State of the art for 5B easy, and you have pocket change left.
And
Yeah.
the sub would pay the land. The
Everything.
land cost.
I don't know about including land costs. That's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
That's going to be like
You see-
400-500 million alone.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
yes,
that's why I'm
exactly.
saying 5B, and you might have some buffer change left, like from some pocket
Possible.
change.
It's possible.
To pay stuff for the first 1 year. You know, my mom taught me this about starting a business. She told me whenever you start a business, you need to pay your rent for the first 6 months because you don't know, especially this my kind of business anyway, especially this too small business. But then I want to open a wines and spirits.
Wines and spirits.
Yeah.
I think you're a bit late to the party, man. There's like so many places now.
But don't you think he'll eat his stock?
I
He'll
mean,
finish his stock.
probably.
Good chance, huh? The business will run out.
This guy will be in the storeroom 90% of the time, checking the stock, doing stock count. Oh no, we want less.
Play on the ground. But you see, like a business like that, or let's say you need to pay rent so that it acts as a buffer for you. That's why I said that 1 year thing.
No, it's good to buffer. I mean, even when I decided to do my own thing, it was scary, very scary.
Very, I know for sure.
And it's still scary. It's hard.
But I feel like where you are right now, you've come so far.
Have
You see,
have.
yeah, so it's always the hardest part is
Yeah. It
taking
is.
flight. But
Yeah.
once you're in the air,
then you can manage.
yeah, I
Well,
agree.
not in the air just yet, but trying.
Taxi, just there.
Yeah,
But
you're
it's
just
off the
on the
ground.
runway.
Off the ground, definitely
Yeah.
off the ground.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I agree. I wanted us to talk about cryptos because you're a crypto king. You're the person personally I know who knows most about crypto.
And blockchain.
I think before also discussing about crypto,
Uh,
we have so many topics that we've not even touched on.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We've just been having fun here talking about random shit, man.
That's
But we'll need to have him for another episode soon enough.
yeah. Soon enough.
Right,
Kwanza
but,
say we got new mics, guys. I don't know whether you saw.
Yeah,
That's thanks to unajua it's in Swahili you say mgeni njoo mwenyeji apone. So it's normally used to say when and it used to even happen to me when I was young. When the only time you eat meat is when there is a guest.
yeah. But you know what? That hits home, man. That hits home. Don't forget, I'm still born in Africa. I've had my fair share of poverty as well. Huh?
You really want to tell me it was that? How
Hey,
bad?
you guys, at one point, we didn't have a house, man.
God damn.
Yeah, how old was I? I was 12, 13.
we used to.
Just after my father died. And then that was it, man. It ended our fucking lives. My mom didn't have a job. We got kicked off where we were working. We had to move into my grandmother's place, and there was nothing. My mom was maybe you've never seen them before, but there's these like egg crates. They're made out of plastic, like this plastic. What do they call it? There's a kind of specific name for it. Now these egg crates are used for like egg farms. So they have these trays where they just like keep these eggs, and it's like I think it's like 20 dozen or something, or 40 dozen. They're big trays.
Okay, guys, sorry it cut again. I think we can continue. You had a very juicy part. Did you know that story, baby?
No, I don't think I've told anybody, or most people, this story anyway.
So you were at a point that she was making those trays and
Yeah,
selling
the egg
them
trays.
and selling them at 60 shillings.
Not selling them, as in she would
Be paid.
Yeah, be paid
Labor of
to
60 shillings.
repair them. Yeah. So that's basically like how my mom started, kind of providing for us after that. And it was really tough after that. And I think you guys know that I was homeschooled quite a bit in my life as well. So again, it was like homeschooling, living literally in like a small house behind my grand's garage. It was just one room with a bathroom.
So the three of you.
Yeah, three of us. And it was like that for many years, man, until and this is during days of dial-up modems, 56K dial-up modems. And then my mom met Kenyan Muzungu online. And then we came to Kenya, and then that's now when I really started to try and do something with my life.
That was around now when you were 12.
No, when I came to Kenya, I was 18. So from 12 to 18 was now like...
We normally call it Thug Rock.
Yeah.
Thug Rock is Jalu for hard life.
Yeah, there you go.
Thug Rock era.
But even before that, I mean, even my childhood, we never had money like that. It's always been a tough one. So literally where I am now is the most successful I've been in my life.
In your life?
In my entire life.
God damn, I love hearing that. I can say the same about me, but mine is a bit different. My folks, when they lived in Kericho, my father used to work in Ketepa. They had walikuwa na mukuchu. They had some good money there. And my dad lost his job now, and also my mom. So things went south all of a sudden. So even my siblings had to go and stay with my grandma and my relatives, and I was just getting born. I'm called, my first name I'm called because I normally say this, I'm the only person out of my four siblings who was named by my mother because I was born during a hard time. I don't even have baby photos of myself because who has the money to go and, I think 50 shillings to go and buy a photo? Tricky. So it was tough, and I think I grew up sleeping in the sitting room because we lived in a 2-bedroom, and my mom and dad slept in the other room and my sister in the other room. So because I went to, in our culture, once you are circumcised, you are a man. Yeah, so I can't sleep with my sister. So for the longest time. So right now the house that I'm living in is the biggest house I've ever lived in my life. I think my sister normally tells me I'm overcompensating for not having those things when I was young, like right now. But I get you. Abdul, you can't get that.
I can't relate.
You can't relate.
Yeah, I can't relate. There was another day he was chongaring me, he was telling me, you know, we used to go for every Christmas. My shags used to be in Eldoret. So every Christmas we used to go through the whole journey. From Nairobi to Eldoret, it's like 6 hours right now. But back then the road wasn't made. Especially the stretch from Nairobi to Nakuru, it was very bad. Especially near Naivasha there. So it was a rough road. I used to tell him, I told him that story, and he told me that I used to see a boy, when we used to go to a resort in Naivasha, I used to see a boy being carried like this. Kumbe, that was you.
No mercy.
But it is what it is. I'm happy that I came from there, and that I'm in a position to uplift my whole family.
Yeah, you see?
And that's the whole goal. I tend to feel like in this life, we were put here to make life better. Personally, I was put here to make life better for people around me. I want to...
So make my life better.
I am. Trust me. I am doing the most. I'm doing things there. But anyway, all I'm saying is that when I homoka and when I escape poverty, I'll take everyone with me. I'll take it.
That's what they all say.
We'll see. That's all I can say. We'll see.
You just have to keep pacing yourself. Right?
Yeah, because at the end of the day, after you see your family suffering like that, and now you are starting to cool us some little money, it motivates you even more.
Yeah, man, definitely. Wait until you get totals, man.
I was telling this nigga the other day, I don't feel like I want children right now, and I'm afraid that I'm going to be like this forever. Feeling like I don't want children. You know, especially right now because of the economy. But I do.
You can keep lying to yourself, but one day it's gonna happen.
It's another joke I was telling today. I told my wife, my mama, not yesterday, I've been telling her that once we go to the maternity ward, they give me the katoto like this. I'll have a DNA strip there. I don't want to waste my time raising someone else's daughter or son. But anyway, it's just jokes.
That's racist.
They come out white looking like you'll be like, hey.
Not happening.
She'll tell you she drank too much milk.
But anyway, I'm afraid of that thing. It's very rampant right now that you're raising a kid who's not yours.
Imagine.
I would hate that for myself.
But I don't think that's a problem here in Africa so much.
It is!
Really?
I'm telling you.
Watch out.
Once in Kenya, these two men out here, you guys. So that I tell you that it's a fear of mine, it's because I've seen it happen. Seen it firsthand.
Damn.
But I think we were ready to call it a wrap. Mama, you have anything to say about that?
No, I don't have anything to add on. Just huge thanks and appreciation to our guest.
No, thank you guys very much.
Kabisa.
We appreciate
our show today.
Maybe I'll feature again sometime.
Honestly, I didn't expect you to come. I expected you to snake up. I kept asking you, Uko sure? Uko sure this guy will come? Until yesterday when we talked, ndo nikashtuka. And I've been a bit tad too busy, but I felt like you showing up gave me the psych to even put other things aside. Because work will always be work.
You know, it comes down to the same thing with the money. If you don't make the time to make money, you won't get that money.
Yeah, exactly. And we normally say the enemy is poverty.
And I can tell you the same thing for the cryptos as well. If you don't take the time to study those cryptos, you're going to miss out on that ride, man.
So I think the next time we have Mr Anon on the show, we want to discuss about cryptos, about AI,
Okay.
about ChatGPT.
About yeah, we had some interesting topics, but it seems like 2 hours flies by. I didn't even think we'd get to 2 hours, but we've actually got it. Yeah, we've actually got it. Yeah, there's the iOS topic.
Oh, there's new iOS.
Yeah.
It's basically Windows Vista.
I
The memes are already out there.
The Aero version.
Which one?
The Aero version, the one that was.
Yeah, basically error, yeah.
This guy, I think the best he's used is Windows 10.
I go back Windows 95 days.
This dude, that's what I'm talking about. I've also used 95.
I used the XP, you guys. What are you telling me?
XP was the best.
XP was the best.
XP was the
There was
best.
ME as well.
Which one?
ME, Windows ME.
Yeah. Don't even wait on that.
Yeah.
Even Vista was a waste of time.
Yeah, Vista was shit, I remember that.
8.1, nobody even knows what it is.
What the fuck?
Then why are you saying use XP?
No, I used XP.
Where?
I had my sister, when I was growing up, she had a computer for she was doing IT. She had a computer. So I used to play games. I played FIFA 1997, my date of my year of birth. Using that, I used to the memories I have with that one. I remember. Have you ever guys heard of Californication?
The song?
I know. Yeah, I know the song, but there's a show, a series.
Why am I pretty sure I've heard of this?
Yeah, it's a series full of people doing doing sex stuff.
Sounds about right.
So that time I remember I was just coming from the hospital from getting circumcised, and I started watching it. I almost burst my sleeve down there. And then I'm still a child, I don't understand this thing. And then I was watching on that computer. You see, so I have some memories about it. I used Windows XP and Windows Vista on that computer.
So there was Windows 7, 8, and then 1,
And then?
10.
And then 11. So do you think you are starting to warm up to 11?
No. Okay.
But they're not even supporting 10 anymore.
So I've adopted to.
Of course I'm supporting 10. I use LTSC. It's going to be supported until 2032.
That's when you'll move to 11.
No, that's when I'll stay another 5 years.
You start thinking about moving to 11.
Do you know what? The Windows has got this habit.
Uh-huh.
Windows 7,
Yeah, you know.
they skipped 8, 9. Windows 10 was good.
Yes.
Now they've done 11.
Which
Now
is
we wait for 12. 12 is going to be the good one. Unless they fuck it up.
Which is very possible.
Highly possible.
Very possible.
Then I'm switching to Linux.
But fully Linux.
So as I was saying, I've adopted to Mr. Anon's gospel to stick to Windows 10.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like.
For good reason.
I feel it's quite stable.
Very
Yeah.
Even for gaming, it's quite
It
stable.
is. It is. I remember even that game which you had in your machine it was giving us trouble with Windows 11. And Windows 11, do you remember those guys I was supporting from Zambia? They have a very shitty version of Windows that you can't even download OpenVPN inside it.
This was the problem with when they made Windows 11 is they basically made Windows 11 that was more shit than Windows 10. Then they tried to fix it up and they finally fixed it up, but then they went and fucked it up again by doing I don't know what. And then now introducing this AI shit into it, like baked into it. Make it optional. You don't have to force people to use this crap.
I agree. What about Windows Server? Is it 2022? Or 2025? Can you use Windows Server 2025?
I'd give it a go, yeah.
Yeah, but
It's based on Windows 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the problem is, these new things.
It's like literally a copy of Windows 11.
Exactly.
And I'm already scared.
Even when I logged into that server, I was asking myself, am I in my machine or am I in a server environment? I think they should have stuck to keeping servers with a different sort of feel to it than normal machines. I think they are trying to harmonize all of it.
Personally, I used Windows 2012, Server 2012 R2 for a lot of my implementation.
I hate that shit.
Honestly, I like it. I found it very stable. And now, I think probably the last good one that I've used is 22.
22, but even 19 was solid.
I think 22 is most common.
Yeah, I think 2022 is a very, very stable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Guys, sorry we geeked out. With the lewa.
Literally the job.
Yeah, exactly. Our bread and butter. So guys, I think we can call it a wrap. I see my wife calling me and vehemently. She's wondering why I'm not at home. And then so that Abdul can go and block me again. So
Just give me a call, huh?
We need to meet at 12.
you guys play on the ground. I have had blue balls for too long. For too long.
Apologize.
Sorry, but
Okay. Now we can let you be. You did it. We'll have some work to do tonight.
It is what it is.
Well, I'll also give my thanks to the viewers for taking the time to watch this.
Yeah.
And big shout out to your friends as well. Support these guys. And go watch their other videos. They really don't have any restrictions on what they talk about, which is nice for a change.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. Thanks for the compliments. Yeah, we try.
Mr. Anon has been a great fan since day
Yeah,
one.
since day one.
Yes, of course.
In day one, spec.
So
But just the only one I haven't watched is your last video,
Really?
which I just need to go. It was already a couple days ago.
One of this one, I'm going to do it today and then upload it maybe tomorrow. But I'll see. But by tomorrow morning, it will be whatever.
I think your last video was even a live stream, right, Tama?
No, we've never done. We had premiered it.
Ah, okay.
I've never understood that shit. What the fuck is premiering?
you know how it goes.
So you
Just
can just
hyping.
schedule
Just
it.
hyping out.
Fuck that shit, man. So you can just schedule it to go live and it goes live. That's the fakara here. But it should just monetize us. We are coming.
So now, usually what we do, sorry not to cut you off, but usually what we do, we always, I think you know the meaning of
gist.
of the videos. We normally say a joke at the end. Right, so I think I'll start off with one.
Yeah.
So if a blind person goes to the sea,
Mm-hmm.
does it mean that he can see?
That is a very good question.
I had another goddamn. I had one.
Does there need to be an answer to that?
No, it's a rhetorical question. We normally say tafakari hayo. Tafakari means think about it. Guys, this guy doesn't even know Swahili. And he's the one who's been pushing us.
What shall we wear?
He's been pushing us to do this content in English. So I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, so that you can get more
more
viewers.
viewers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That was the only reason I recommended that.
That's what I'm saying. So you have another one when I look for my
I think I'll hand it over to
So there's why no more dad jokes, man?
It's any.
So
It can be cheap, it can be dark, it doesn't matter.
So the funny thing, you want dark jokes?
Yeah, that's our forte. The darker, the better.
Let me think of, I haven't told jokes in a long time, man. As I said, it's usually dad jokes.
whatever you have is welcome on the show.
Let me think of a good one for you guys. Hey. Imagine when you put on the spot those jokes.
I know. I have one when you're thinking about it.
You just continue,
I tried to make a skeleton laugh. Nobody found it funny.
Obviously. No, but just again, nobody.
Nobody. You got it finally. Why did the blind man fall into the well? Because he couldn't see that well.
Oh! Now that makes me what do you call a deer with no eyes?
A deer.
Yeah,
Tell us.
no idea. What do you call a deer with no eyes and no legs?
No eyes, legs, deer.
Still no idea.
That's funny.
Nice.
Why did the man install a knocker on his coffee? He liked to go out with a bang. So I think it's okay. We can do you have one more?
It's a wrap for me.
So I think we can call it an episode. It's been episode 10, guys. It's been a long time coming. Thank you.
And a half.
It's a super episode.
Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
And share. Share to your friends, pals, family, friends, whoever it is.
Yes.
If you enjoy such content. Help us come out from the block,
Start putting some comments.
Yeah, these guys don't want to comment, don't want to
They
like.
don't want to interact with the content, but it's okay.
Yeah, let them build confidence. Build
Everything is welcome. You know, there was a time, there was someone who made a comment. A few guys actually. I remember someone made a comment about the mask. So we told them off, and since then,
it's been a bit lonely.
It's kind of your fault.
It's okay. If they don't like it, they don't like it.
it's like
All you should just say, if somebody makes a comment, just say, cool story, bro.
So now, right now, like after a few weeks, we go back to the comment section. It's like, hello darkness.
It's okay. We'll still continue checking this shit out.
We did this for a long time.
And it's finally, I'm glad that we are here. Thank you for being here with us for this momentous occasion.
If you had an award, you would have presented it.
Yeah, I wish we had a ribbon we could cut. You
But
know
no,
what
I
we said.
think we already know. Episode 10 was you, so when we get to 1.5 million subscribers, we'll have a plaque for you.
Yeah, but
From the two wise guys.
That's our first ever guest
On the show.
Yeah. But I think it's been a blast, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Whoever is watching, kama ijakubamba, if it's not fun, I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do.
Go home.
Just put it on mute so that we get the views. Yeah, but you don't have to listen. You just put it on mute and then let it be.
Right, so thanks once again to Mr. Anon for blessing the show, and we'll have him soon. And this is your kind of your home. So whenever you want to come on board,
tell us.
just holla. You're welcome. We do mostly we shoot long episodes on Thursdays. Wednesday, Thursdays.
Okay.
Short clips
We've been legearing kidogo.
we're behind on short clips, but you're welcome. Anytime you feel like you want to discuss anything, write out, say anything, you're welcome on the show.
Yeah.
Keep it in mind.
I think it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So thanks for watching, guys. Once
It's
again,
Bazenga
and Jake on the mic.
And Mr. Anon.
from the two wise guys.
Adios.